Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today's project is a bed frame that we purchased off of Facebook Marketplace. It was with a mattress. It's a king size and it's this awful yellow color. It's pine, and I really dislike the yellow. Anyhow, so I'm going to give it a nice facelift, and I'm going to make it match my nightstands, the ones that I did in my previous video that I had intended on redoing and selling, but I love the way they turned out, so I decided to keep them. So I figured I would make this bed frame match and just kind of make it a faux set. And so anyway, so I'm going in here and I'm sanding, and this video, you guys, there's a lot of sanding, and more sanding. So I left it in for those of you that are strange like me and find it satisfying to watch this sped up. But anyhow, it's there. So if you don't want to see that, then obviously go ahead and fast forward or click out, whatever. But there it is. So I was so excited to get started on doing some fun things other than just sanding that I went ahead and started priming the pieces that were like where I was going to be painting, and I forgot that I like to stain first and I have forgot to tape it. And so anyhow, so I'm going to skip on over to the footboard here, and I'm going to put some pre-stain on it because it is this pine. And I gotta say, putting this stuff on was painful because I had just worked so hard on getting all that yellow off, and I put this on and it just all came right back. But thankfully the actual stain is going to take care of all of that. So this is my first time using the pre-stain, and I honestly don't know if it made a huge difference or not, but on the bottle or on the can it says, you know, good for pine and softwoods. So I figured I'd rather be safe than sorry. And so yeah, I go ahead and I put this on everything. I then get started with my stain once it was, of course, the appropriate time it says on the can to let it sit for 5 to 15 minutes and then wipe it back, so I did that. And then it says to apply your stain within 2 hours. So I'm using the carbon gray stain again, which I just love this stuff. It's so gorgeous. Again, it's the same one I used on my nightstands. So I end up taping everything off. I usually don't like to use tape when I paint, aside from, I guess, these types of things. The reason that I don't really like using it is because I feel like I get really sloppy if I use tape. I feel like it gives me this false sense of security. And then it just ends up messy. But with this type of thing, it's a little different. You know, they're not walls and corners and whatnot. It's just a little different. Plus, I've gone through all the work of putting on the stain and whatnot. So I do end up taping everything off, and it turned out quite well. So I'm priming it right now. I'm going to prime all of the accent pieces that I'm planning on painting, and then I'm going to go in with 2 or 3 coats. Was it 3 coats? I think it was 3 coats of paint on everything once I've primed it, once the prime has dried and all that fun stuff. So yeah, and then I end up going in with 3 coats of paint, and again I'm using the same one that I used on my nightstands. It's the enamel cabinet and trim by Bear. I really like that stuff, and I love the color too. Somebody had mentioned in one of my comments that it was too much of a contrast, and I understand what they're saying. For me, I love the contrast. I think it's really nice. I like the sharp edges that you get, and I usually don't, I'm not really into the whole distressing and grunging up I do like that a little bit, but not too much of it. So, but the nice thing with that is if I decided to later on, if I get sick of this, you know, I can go in with that, with the wax and with some black wax, and I can grunge it up or distress it, if you will, to get a completely different look. So it'll give me more life, I hope, with this thing. But for now, that's what I'm going to be doing. And like I said, I mean, it's personal preference, I think. And I really love how these colors work together. And here's the final reveal. I'm super happy with how this turned out. I think it matches really well with the nightstands. I personally don't even think that you could tell that they are two completely different sets, or from two completely different sets. And I love the color combination. We do need to purchase some box springs. We do not currently have our box springs here, and that'll kind of bring up the mattress and make things look a little bit more as they should be, a little bit more put together, I guess. But yeah, this is it, and I'm super happy with how it turned out. If you enjoyed this video, I would ask that you please give me a like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. Thank you so much for watching, and God bless you.